Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hi, I'm V. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I do my everyday makeup routine. This is an updated video. Guys, I have missed sitting down to do videos like this, to be very honest. It's been a long time coming, but I realized that I started doing a few new things that I wanted to share with you. Recently, I've been getting a lot of compliments about my makeup, and I was like, okay, I know I started doing a few things differently, but still, like, are you guys trying to say my makeup has not been fine before? What's going on? Because everybody's just like, oh, your makeup, your makeup, your makeup, your makeup. I'm like, hello, I've always been that girl. So what are you talking about? I'm also going to be doing a wear test where I will try my best not to take off this makeup until the end of my work day. Today's the day that I will be working from home. Unfortunately, I'm not going to go outside, but I might have to run a few errands here and there. So I'm not going to take off the makeup. I'm just going to show you how long it wears so that you can see what it looks like. And if you like to adopt my routine, then stay tuned to the end of the video. Or if you don't want to watch the video, skip to the end to see how long the makeup actually lasted. Okay. So without any further ado, let's get straight into the video. So starting off with my brows, I still use Got to Be Glue, of course. This might never change. This is not changing anytime soon. It's my regular brow routine. But I use a spoolie now to make it more precise instead of like a large brush. And then I like to use the end of the spoolie to flatten it out to just start the lamination process, right? And then I take the brush part of the spoolie again, and then I just slick it down to hold it down really sleek and you know sleek. So this is what the brows are looking like. Then I grab a cotton pad and micellar water and I fold it like so. Then I use it to wipe off like the excess kind of glue that's just like white around the edges carefully. And these are the brows. So quickly, just moving on to skin. I got this Uncover serum in PR, but honestly, I will tell you it's something that I would actually buy. Like I would purchase this with my money because it's just that good. The serum kind of adds like a plumping effect to my skin before I even do anything else, and it just kind of makes you look awake and bright and glowy. Like I wanted to speed up this part, but I just want you guys to see the effect that this serum makes. Honestly, it has taken my skin prep to a whole other level, and I like to take it under my eyes as well. Next up, I'm following with my Uncover moisturizer. Just take that much and then I rub it all over my face, just evenly distributing it, and this gives like an extra layer of moisture. I think the serum has hyaluronic acid in it, or I think it's the moisturizer that has hyaluronic acid in it. So it just kind of works together with the vitamin C to give you hydration. And final step for my skin prep, you guys already know the OG Beauty of your sunscreen. It's me and this sunscreen forever. If they ever stop producing this sunscreen, I would I would protest. Like I would fight to have this sunscreen continue to be in existence, because just look at how easily it's blending out. And I want you to see how I'm blending it in real time. It does not leave a white cast, right? Like just look at that subtle glow. This also works as sort of like a primer for me, or like a skin prep step before I apply anything else. And this is what the skin is looking like right before makeup. Okay, I'm excited. Let's start. So going in with my concealer palette. I need a new palette of this, honestly, because that one, as you can see, is drying out. All of my favorite shades are already almost done. I've hit the pan for most of them, but I'm starting to realize that when I use like the correcting shade of concealer that I like to use to correct, it's also like the shade I use for bronzing. When I put it under my eyes, under the dark circles on my eyes, before applying the highlighting concealer, it makes such a huge difference where it just blends easier, and it gives me like a proper color. I'm not sure how to explain that, but usually I find that this is what I started doing differently, where I use a darker shade of concealer to correct first before going in with my highlighting shade. And now I'm just tapping in to blend carefully around everywhere that I put the bronzing shade slash the darker shade of concealer to match my skin tone, right? It's not really a darker shade, it's very close to my skin tone, but maybe like one shade darker, right? And it just helps to hide any spots since I'm not going to wear foundation. So now I've taken in blush. Oh my god, you guys, I um so I had an epiphany recently that kind of cured my blush blindness, right? I still wear a lot of blush, oh, don't get me wrong. Like when I'm doing a full glam look, I'll pack blush on my face. But you see, for these everyday looks, everyday natural makeup, there's just no need to be packing blush on your face, you guys. I've been released from the shackles of over blushing, and maybe one day I'll tell the story of how it happened. But I just had an epiphany and I was like, it's not natural to have a patch of pink, red, or orange blush just sitting on the side of your face and you're saying you're wearing natural makeup. Makeup is not natural again. You guys get my point. Anyways, I've blended out the concealer and everything. After I have my skin looking, cohesive, no harsh lines, then I go in with setting powder, and I think I've used my Zaron setting powder here, the highlight powder, and I get really oily around my T-zone area, so I just like to put in an extra layer of powder there, um, just to keep my makeup looking fresh. And after I've successfully started looking like a ghost, that's when I know I'm ready to go in with a pressed powder that is my natural shade. So I'm taking the shade Natural from Ezekiel Cosmetics palette, and I'm just going over everywhere that I used the setting powder. And now I'm going to bronze. So I'm taking the shade Golden Bronze mixed with Cappuccino, and that's my exact bronzing shade. I don't contour my nose anymore. This is just all I do. I just bronze it a little bit, and I take the bronzer from my eyebrows to my under eye. Now I'm just blotting my forehead to reduce the shiny little, because as you know, we don't wear makeup on our forehead. Or I don't know about you, but I don't. Yeah. Now I'm just filling in my brows, making sure that I'm using a sharp pencil, and I'm just going to speed up this process. We're practically almost done with the look. These are just finishing touches. So I fill in my brows, and then I like to go in with the same brow pencil I use to line my lips. I just feel like this is the exact shade of brown. I'm not sure if I can find a lip liner in this exact shade, but I'll try. Yeah, and I'm just like blending it in, taking it to the bottom lip as well, just doing the same thing I did for my top lip on my bottom lip. And I've stopped overlining too much, just a little something. Now the major difference in my lip look has been to be using a lip mask instead of a lip gloss. This lip mask is so thick and moisturizing, like it lasts all day, like it lasts longer than if you were to use a lip gloss. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. Now I'm just adding highlights in my inner eye corners and my nose. Then I'm taking my soda water and cotton pad again to wipe off the makeup from my beauty spots, because I'd rather just have my beauty spots be there naturally than to draw on top of it to emphasize it. I don't know if that makes sense, but now I'm just using mascara, and yeah, this is the finished look. Let me come in closer so you can see the skin. It looks divine. Honestly, this is just absolutely gorgeous. I look like an angel. Yeah. So it's currently about 6 a.m. Let's see how long this makeup lasts. Let's see how it wears. I'm going to try my best not to take it off during the day, because sometimes I get overstimulated. Sometimes I'm just overstimulated. I'm like, let me take off everything I'm wearing. But I'm going to try not to do that today for the sake of you guys, so that you can see. Um, let's see if this look will stand the test of time. So at the close of business today, at the end of my work day, before I take off my makeup for the day, I will show you guys what I look like. Alright. Hey. Okay guys, so it's about 7:30 in the morning. It's been about an hour and the sun is finally out, kind of. So I just wanted to show you what my face looks like in natural light. I wanted you to see what the makeup looks like in real life. So this is what it's giving. As you can see, the makeup hasn't moved or anything. I've just gone to the kitchen, gone to make breakfast and all of that. So I have come in close contact with heat, and this is what I look like. All right, guys, I'll check in with you soon. It's currently 5 p.m. and I just woke up from a teeny tiny, very small little 30 minutes power nap. And as you can see, my makeup is still standing. Even though it's gotten really oily at this point, I usually get oily around my, as you can see, my midsection area of my face. I'm also tying a scarf because I needed to nap and I don't want to ruin my hair. You can see my, even my lip, right? The lip mask and the lip liner and everything is really held up until earlier before I took my nap where I had to eat. So I ate a lot. It was a very messy type of like sandwich type of meal. But up until that, which was like before like 4 p.m., my lip look was still pretty much there. Like, and so you can see that my makeup hasn't moved. I've not touched anything. I haven't blotted. I haven't done anything. This is just what my face looks like after. How many hours is that? From 7 a.m. from 6:30 to 4 p.m. How many hours is that? I have no idea. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I deeply appreciate you spending this time with me. And if you made it to the end of the video, I'd like to see how many people actually made it to the end of the video. Drop a star sign emoji. You know that star emoji, that one that's like twinkle star emoji. You know the emoji I'm talking about. Just drop it in the comments if you stayed till the end, and please don't forget to like this video. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you in my next one. Okay, bye.